check out the size of this bag. Can you see it? In this bag, I have lots of stuff. Look, cards, tons of cards, things that my friends gave me over the years, old pictures. That's of me with my first class, my first primary class. There I am, obviously. So fat in that. And then just tons of stuff, like excessive amounts of stuff. Look, from 2001, that was my leaving cert class from secondary school, 2001. And that's our mass book celebrating us. And kept that. And then I repeated my leaving cert and I kept the 2002 book as well. And then I kept interrailing tickets, just tons of stuff in here. And, you know, it may seem excessive, I suppose, but I think the cards are excessive. I'm a bit of a hoarder. I'm going to go through the cards and sort them out. But yeah, in general, I can be an excessive character. I can do many things in excess, and I have been trying my best over the years to stop being so excessive, and that's what this vlog is going to be about. So let's get into it.
Reflect, learn and grow. Let's go. Reflect, learn and grow with me. I'll take you on a journey. Let's find harmony. Reflect, learn and grow. Let's go. Reflect, learn and grow. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Christine Serene, and I am a contented housewife and homeschooling mother of 2 children. And I'm always reflecting, I'm always learning, and I'm always growing from it. And I have the time to do that because I'm at home a lot of the time, and I very, very much enjoy it. I very much enjoy being at home and working with my children and working on myself. And I'm so blessed to be able to do that. I really am. And so welcome to my second vlog. And this one is all about excessive behaviours. My excessive behaviours over the years. So yeah, I am a bit of a hoarder. I have to admit, because I'm very sentimental. And I find it hard to give up things that I might use in the future, that I might find helpful in the future. But this is a bit ridiculous. Like, look at these things that I kept for a very long time. I kept this train set, this wooden train set. Like, we got that wooden train set from my sister-in-law when the children were babies. So we had that train set for 10 years before I gave it up, right? The children, they only started to really play with it from around 4 up until about 7. And then I kept hold of it again for another 3 years. So that's been in my possession for 10 years, that train set. And it was pretty hefty, like it was a massive box. It was a really, really big box, but I was keeping it. And I was actually adamant that I was going to keep it for my grandchildren. So I'm going to keep that for another 15 years. So for 25 years, I was going to keep a box of wood. Like a literal box of wood. Like it's taken up space in the shed. And I was going to keep that. Not only was I going to keep that, I was also going to keep the Lego. Look at this Lego here. That box was twice the size of the wooden train set box. And I was going to keep that for another 15 years as well. So that was going to be in my possession for 25 years too. Just for my grandchildren. What is the point in that? It's a box of plastic. Why am I depriving another little child from playing with that box of Lego? I was keeping it for ages, that Lego Duplo, and eventually I just bit the bullet. Not only did I keep a box of wood and a box of plastic bits, I also kept this beauty my Silver Cross pram. I absolutely love that. My daughter was like a little princess in this pram, and I loved it. It was big and it was lumbering, but it was so bouncy and it was so comfortable. It was like the most comfortable vehicle you could have as a baby. You could never feel any bumps or anything on the road. It was just so comfortable, and you could change it from a carry cot into a proper baby stroller. So cool. I loved it. But I found out as well at the time when I had that pram that Kate Middleton, she actually had the very same pram as me. So I kept telling people that she had the same pram as me as well. Loved it and kept it. I also kept that for 8 years. I actually gave that away first, and I kept that in my possession for 8 years, and I was really considering keeping it forever. I loved it that much, but it's just so big. It was just so big. It was so lumbering, and it was really no point because we didn't even use it. Like Evie was 4 months old when I found out that I was pregnant on my son Elijah. So he didn't even have a go in that pram. We actually had to go for a double buggy then, an out and about 3-wheeler buggy with big wheels on it as well. But they could feel everything. They could feel all of the bumps and whatnot in the road. So he didn't really get as much of a luxurious journey in his pram as my daughter Evie did in her first year of her life. And yeah, madness. But eventually I put it up. I gave it away, and I gave it away for free. And I gave away the wooden train set, the box of wooden pieces for free, and I gave away the plastic pieces for free. And you know what? I'm glad I did, because I'm just going to show you a little appreciation video of all of the things that I've been given from other people from this particular website over the years. What I've noticed is that when I'm willing to give up something and give away something, life will always give me something that I need in return. And so here are a few things that I have been given from life via this website over the years. An exercise bike, which actually was very, very helpful when I was losing weight. I got my daughter's bed. I got a keyboard, karaoke machine. That was fantastic. We have so much fun with that. We still play with that. And a cabinet. I was looking for a cabinet and realised that they were actually quite expensive. And then within a few weeks, that came up for free. And it's so nice. It's such a lovely cabinet. Like, it's brown, and then the doors were all painted golden. She said she lost the key, but I don't mind about that. But yeah, it's so good, and it just stores so much. I'm delighted with that. Childcraft books was really good. Those teddies came with the exercise bike, and so did all that Monster High stuff. That all came with the teddies and the exercise bike. This desk, how amazing is that thing? It's huge. It was really good. And you see the flaps, see the hinges at the end. You lift that up and it extends the desk. There's a little safe inside the desk beside the green safe that's there. And there's these little clips there. See the white things? 2 white things? They're clips to clip on some paper. And then he's got his DVDs all stored up on top, and it came with that chair. But he's also got an armchair. He's got a leather armchair just here at the back, so he sits in that when he's at his desk. But that was brilliant. I was delighted when I saw that. The man who was giving away the desk, he actually delivered it. 2 free bedside cabinets. They're lovely, and they're proper wooden, and they obviously go with the wooden bed, so that's helpful. And we got some lights for the children's bedroom. But you know what the best thing was that I got for free on adverts, that I, no joke, no word of a lie, I got Floppy. I got Floppy, our black bunny rabbit, on adverts. Not only did I get Floppy, but he came with his cage, and there was some sawdust in there and some food in there, and there he is, our Flop Top, eating his grapes. I love watching him eating. Look at that little mouth. He loves eating. Speaking of Floppy, our black, hairy black bunny, he does some excessive things as well. Like, why? Can anybody explain to me why he goes in behind our freezer, a chested freezer, right? And he bites the wire. Do you see all the bits of red tape on the wire? That's how many times he's bitten that, and he's broken through the actual cable. And there was one time where he actually bit so far through that he shocked himself, and he tripped the switch in the house and turned off the electricity, because he actually gave himself an electric shock. And he still goes and does it. He still wants to get back in there and do it again. We've caught him a number of times. See how he's just like waiting. He's waiting beside the freezer. He's thinking about going in there to do it again. What's that about? And not only that, what's this about? Like, I swear he's a creep on me sometimes. Look, he's staring at me. I can't even sit on the sofa and he's staring at me. If he just heads off there now, and you think that's the end of it, but he turns around. So yeah, and that's flop top a loo bop. But yeah, hoarding is an excessive behaviour that I am actually disciplining myself in not doing, which is good. And yeah, I have also had moments of excessive drinking, and excessive drinking is really not a good idea for somebody who is a binge eater. Well, I don't drink very often. When I do drink, I find it very difficult to just have one. I will drink to get drunk, and it's great fun, but it really doesn't benefit me. It doesn't benefit me in many ways. Excessive drinking for me brings on excessive behaviours. For example, excessive eating and an excess of emotions that are really unnecessary, because I'm not a depressed person in general anymore, but I know in the past when I drank a lot and regular, I became very depressed. I had issues with depression, and I also had deep bouts of anxiety, and I used to smoke cannabis at one stage, and that gave me deep bouts of paranoia. Very trivial matters became a very big deal for me, and I had to work through all of those things. So nowadays I tend not to drink too much, because I do not, even though I can deal with depression now and I can deal with thoughts, I've worked very, very hard on changing my perception of life, my perspective, how I see things, and that has brought great peace and joy in my life. I know that if I drink excessively and regularly, I would fall into a state of depression, and I don't want to do that. If I can avoid doing that, then I will do that. But every now and again, I have a bit of crack with the alcohol. But look, and I'll just show you my calorie counter after this night of binge drinking and the effects that it has on me and my diet. Okay, so here I go. So I had for myself a 3-course meal, effectively a 3-course meal while I was drunk. So I started off and I've had myself a 1/4 pounder and this jumbo sausage, and I'm trying to be good by having a little bit of tomato puree and then another sip of wine and a little bit of waterworks. And my second course is crisps. And now attitude and a bit of advice there. And more tears. I'm trying to be responsible in my dessert management here. So I use the smallest bowl that I can find. Being responsible. In a way, loving the food. And there I am being pensive with my cup of tea. And then to laugh it all off at the end. Oh, how silly I am. And then the next day I was dying. But look at all the food. Look at all the food that I ate. Breakfast, which was 258 calories. I had a nice lunch, which was 540 calories, which was a quarter pounder. I just got the quarter pounder burger and I got chips and it was delicious. And then I had dinner. I was trying to be responsible at dinner. My husband had barbecue and I put some skewers on the barbecue, green peppers and mushrooms. And responsibly I had some chicken breast fillets that I cooked the day before with Cajun seasoning on it. And then I also had some boiled potatoes. And then I put in some sunflower oil there for some reason. I think that was to cook the potatoes. I think that was to par fry the potatoes on the pan. And then the S hits the fan. Here we go now. This is where it all goes wrong. After a few drinks, I have 920 calories worth of food. They have, and it wasn't even that, it was actually well over. Look, I had well over that. I have about 1,200 calories worth of food. And that's not including the wine. Look at, so see the crisps themselves. Just having that much crisps, 100 grams of crisps, because there's so much oil in it. 526 calories just for the crisps alone. And then the jumbo sausage wasn't even that much. It was only 170 calories. Right, but the beef burger was 224 calories. That wasn't even that big, but and they were on the barbecue, so that's 920 calories altogether. But the crisps, oh my god, 526 calories. And then down here in the drinks, so I had my regular teas and my coffee and stuff like that. I had a semi-skimmed milk in the fare, but look at the wine. 555 calories for a bottle of wine. So if we were to look at that there actually, so 555 calories for a bottle of wine and a packet of crisps, 100 grams of crisps, a big bag, like a family sharer bag of crisps I put away. And then and then desserts, obviously. Then I had strawberries at the fair and some sugar. I don't think I put the xylitol on. I just put it in there. But yeah, the apples, maple syrup, hazelnuts, and Irish yogurt, the Greek yogurt. Mad the amount of food that I put away on that day. The amount of calories. Look at that, 3,000 calories. So well over how much I was supposed to have, my goal of 1,820 calories. That's madness, isn't it? Like, if I were to do that regularly, I would be sure to put back on the 3 stone that I've lost over the last year. And I'm not going to do that. I'm certainly not going to do that, because I am so happy with my weight. Like, and I love to celebrate my weight loss by dressing better, by trying to dress well. And here I am dressing up. I hope you enjoyed this. So here I am in my grey long sleeve top and lycra trousers, my Crocs, and slowly there we go into the top. And then into this lovely skirt. I couldn't fit into this skirt for years, for about 4 or 5 years. And there's the sandals on. And that's it. That's my little outfit for the day. I'm just going to team that up with some little diamond earrings and a purple necklace, and the hairband is in. Flick the hair around, bracelet on, and just a little bit of red lippy. I'm trying not to wear makeup very much these days because I'm trying to look after my skin. I don't even really need it. I don't think I really need it. I think, yeah, the cardigan over the shoulder looks good. And off I go. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you do enjoy that, and if you have any fashion tips for me, let me know. Yeah, so I do try to look after myself and not be too excessive, and I'm always trying to be aware of my excessive behaviours, and it's good to say no. I have found great joy and peace in looking after myself, becoming more self-aware. Self-love comes from self-work, working on the excessive thoughts that cause the excessive behaviours, because the thought always precedes the action. And I know that now I have the ability and the power to become aware of the thoughts, become aware that the thoughts are what I engage in and give my emotions to. The thoughts are the very thing that I choose to listen to and choose to act upon. Oh, look at your face. Look at that spot there. Give it a squeeze. Have another burger. It's going to be lovely. I'll have another one. Have a drink. You're going to have a lovely time. Go on, have another drink. Have another drink. And I know that I can stop myself from doing these things because I've done it many times. And all it takes is self-talk. No, I'm not going to have that because I know what I'm going to be like tomorrow. I'm not going to do that because I know that it's going to affect my skin. I can stop all of these excessive behaviours as long as I keep eating as well as possible most of the time. I'm going to keep the weight off. As long as I drink every now and again, it's going to keep the depression away. I know this, and all I have to do is remember to keep this going. But I also have to remember to enjoy life. So yes, there we go. This is the end of my second vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do leave me a comment down below if you did enjoy it, if you found it useful in any way. Please do like and subscribe to the channel and look after yourself. Be good, and I'll talk to you next week. All right? Bye-bye.
Reflect, learn and grow. Let's go. Reflect, learn and grow with me. I'll take you on a journey. Let's find harmony. Reflect, learn and grow. Let's go.